and take on his proper responsibilities. I have no idea whether or not this had any benefit, or that it was even good medical practice. What I do remember was my mother stitching a black cloth cover around the right-hand lens of my heavy glasses at home in our kitchen. I must have been 6 or 7 years old. The brothers and sisters said I looked great. I knew I looked like a walking bad joke. Thus encumbered, I set out wobbling to join my pals outdoors. Those wearing spectacles were always called Four Eyes. I can't remember the insulting name that the other boys thought up to catch the vision of myself and my black patch. But this particular memory, though, is really about a Raleigh tricycle. As with many of these flashes of memory that I now have, there are bright colours, blues and silver and black, a beauty of metal that even in memory I feel I can touch in its coldness. There is also the memory smell of oil and leather, saddle and saddlebag, the pristine pedals awaiting the push of the foot, the irresistible bell on the handlebars awaiting the tinkle, the flash of the spinning wheels as this beautiful thing shot forward. It was after Christmas, and there was the run out into the brisk open air to show off the presents from Santa Claus, the Beano and Dandy comic book annuals, a whole year of reading, which alas we had finished before the week was out. There was the tang of the new books, the smell of glue on the spine holding the highly illustrated covers together, the odour of fresh ink, print barely dry, it seemed. Boxed games of Ludo and Snakes and Ladders, toy trains and fire engines, black cardboard rabbits with bow ribbons tied around their necks. Each rabbit had a stopper on his bottom. When you pulled out the stopper, out cascaded a flow of sweets in their coloured papers into the palm of the hand. My best pal, John Maloney, had got the tricycle. I never connected this glittering present to the fact that he was an only child and that there were 10 of us back home in our house. But I do remember my envy. Heavy glasses and black eye patch forgotten for the moment I was up on the tricycle. I can still remember the first moment of pushing the pedal and feeling the power running through the tricycle into my feet. I'm off. To help me along, John was pushing from behind, faster and faster, one leg up on the bar between the two back wheels, one leg hopping, pushing away the ground behind him as we sped off, screeching. Outside their house was this foot scraper, 2 upright metal bars with a crossbar between them like a miniature rugby goalpost. You put your foot on this crossbar and scrape the dirt off the sole of your foot before entering the house. When the front wheel hit the scraper, I flew over the handlebars. I landed face down on the scraper, one of the upright bars hitting my right eye and its black patch. When I staggered up screaming, the blood was pouring out from beneath the black patch. There was much running and shouting, so that when I staggered across the road towards home, holding my bloodied eye and smashed glasses, my mother was already in the front doorway, a hand to her mouth. She fainted at the sight. Neighbours came running from other houses on our terrace to pick her up, and someone was sent racing up the road for Dr. Phelan to see if he was in his surgery. It was only later, as everything subsided and the eye was bared to the light, it was discovered that in holding the broken glass in a cloth bag, my mother's black patch had saved the sight of my right eye. What I'm working on at the present moment in the memoir is a portrait of my mother and father. And this little piece here is